Hello, viewers, and welcome to another episode of Engines of Strasburg. In today's episode, we will be discussing fan favorite Great Western 90. Built in June of 1924 at the Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia, 90 was built for use on the Great Western Railway of Colorado. Weighing in at 212,000 pounds, with a 210-0 decapod wheel arrangement, 90 was the biggest engine on the railroad's roster. 90 would spend the majority of her career hauling 40 to 50 car trains filled with sugar beets. In 1944, 90 would have a fatal collision with a truck, causing the engine to fall on the fireman's side. Both the fireman and the truck driver were killed, and the engine would be sent to the CB&Q's shops in Denver for needed repairs. In the late 1950s, while the Great Western had already retired most of their steam engines, 90 was kept on their active roster and used for special excursions. These trips lasted from the late 50s to the early 1960s. In 1963, the Strasburg Railroad's chief mechanic would have a chance meeting with the superintendent of the Great Western discussing 90's future. The men came to an agreement that the Strasburg Railroad would purchase 90 as soon as the Great Western was done with her, and on April 5, 1967, the Strasburg Railroad would purchase the 90 for $23,000. And exactly 1 month later, on May 5th, the engine would arrive at Strasburg's property. In the winter of 1968, 90 would be called into action for Ross Rowland Jr.'s High Iron Company excursions. 90 and Canadian Pacific G5 127 would team up for a series of winter excursions, with 127 being the main engine for the trips, and 90 being added on later as a helper engine between Bethlehem and Jim Thorpe, PA. After the trips ended, 90 would return back to Strasburg's property. Today, 90 continues to haul the line's tourist trains. She has earned fame and is without a doubt Strasburg's most famous engine. After over half a decade on the Strasburg's roster, it's safe to say she'll forever be a part of the Strasburg Railroad.